kingdom of East Anglia saw the birth of their greatest son, an Anglo-Saxon warrior destined to be a champion for the ages and a national treasure for all time.
Everybody, welcome. Again, last minute stream as usual. I just try to fit them in when I can, and that's about it. So we're going to cover a lot of different stuff here. The first thing is the market. Rob's Tabletop Market is doing very well. You'll find a list of stuff from this past week that we put up this past Wednesday. There's still stuff left. But things sell pretty good, so I'm pretty happy about it. The only things I need to tweak now, everything that everybody wanted got out. Okay, if you paid for it, it is already been sent. The minute it hits the PayPal, I have it boxed. I have the label already printed. Especially if you commit to it, and boom, it's off and running. So if you say you want something, please, the minute I get you the information, the payment information with shipping, and Pirate Ship is fantastic because it's like instantaneous. So I think the biggest change that I want to make is that when you ask if something is available, please include your address so I can put it in a box. And if you say, hey, I want this, if it's available, put it, and I put it in the box, make sure your address is there so I can get the shipping and ship back and say, okay, fine, I have this and this. Do you want this? Here's how much it would cost with shipping. And then that way, I can also send you the information to send it via PayPal. Then you send it PayPal. I print the label and it's game over. Especially if you're committed to buying it, I usually just print the label ahead of time. Some of the things, it took me a few days because, I'm waiting to hear back from people. And, they say they want things and then people are asking for the same thing. And I'm kind of sitting there scratching my head a little bit. So, usually I get back to you in about 10, 15 minutes and say, hey, this is what it is. And then, ship the payment, whatchamacallit, because I try to pay when I look up the shipping, it's so much easier just to print the label through whatchamacallit, and then I just have it on there. Once the pay hits, we drop it off. So far, that's worked really well. And this is a lot easier and a lot better than doing auctions, because I think it's a lot fairer. People can buy things individually or they can combine certain things. Right now, it went real well. And we have a new list coming up this Wednesday. I was thinking of bringing it out today, but I kind of want to stay structured. And we're going to talk more about structure and channel stuff in a little bit, but I want to hit the market thing and let you know that this is going to be something every week. You are going to get... I'm at it, we started with 33 games, okay? And we will be going up to probably around 50, maybe 60 this week, okay? If it doesn't sell the prior week, it stays on the list. I just take the stuff out that's sold, I put in new things, and then I'm going to try to keep adding to the list and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. So you really do have a massive selection, which for me will be great for you guys. Now, we had some guy that was a little snot ass, and you guys got to understand something. You could write all the snot ass comments that you want. I don't give two shits. I really don't. Okay, you're not getting even with me, because you would never say it to my face. You would never say it to my face, because then you would find out how I do things, and that's old school. Okay. But it's always some kind of snot ass comments from people, and I don't get that. Because I don't treat you guys with disrespect, okay? Because I think everybody should be respected, and so forth and so on. But if you want to go to those limits, what do I care? This channel isn't the end all be all for me, okay? This isn't my whole life. I get outside. Okay, I go do things. Okay, it's not about haters. I don't care. I mean, no matter what you do on the internet, I see it on, I look at a lot of the wrestling things, and there's one side that's just criticizing, the other side that's praising. It's just how people are. They spend their whole time looking at a device. It's all this 24/7. And even I get, for the short time that I do it, I get tired of looking at the phone. I'm tired of it. Go ahead. That's why I live on a 20-something acre farm. That's why I've worked my back end off. Okay, I like to get outside. I like to do sports. I like to power lift. I like to do a lot of different things besides board gaming. I love board gaming. Don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously it shows. But it's not the end of the world for me, okay? I don't have to do this. I don't care. I do it because I love it, because I feel like I'm giving something to somebody. James, how are you, my friend? And Steven. And then don't take this as being aggressive or anything like that, because I know I have sensitive people out there. Oh, my daddy didn't love me, and this stuff scares me. I've gotten emails like that, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? You want to talk about a tough life? I'll talk about my life. Okay? And yet, I've given all the love and caring that a human being can give to my family, because I don't let things hold me down. Neither should you. I took 2 kids down state this year for wrestling. You're right. Need to touch grass. You do. You need to interact. You need to do something. Go outside. Listen, there's a lot of people that are not healthy, okay, and things like that, and board gaming is their way of doing activities. But you can go outside. If you love Wingspan so much, grab yourself a cheap camera, and there is so much beauty. Even in the city, you'll get different types of birds and stuff like that. Do some bird watching. Go sit by a lake, okay? Wheel yourself around a park if you can't. Anything you can to get some air into your lungs. We forget that. Stop looking down. Start looking around the world around you. Interact with people, real people, okay? Not through a device where people can pretend who they are. Had a guy I knew that I found out that he was going around and pretending he was a girl. For what? Why don't you just be yourself? I mean, if you feel that way, then be that. But interact with people, face to face. Don't catfish people. Don't be stupid and all this other malarkey. Just interact with people. Get outside. We're coming up on the spring and the summer. Huh? Of course, the weather isn't great anymore. It's doing all. I feel bad for all the people that are dealing with those tornadoes. It's been as bad as it's ever been. But go out, interact. Go places, do things, see things. You get one shot at this. You get one shot at this. Do it. You know? So I getting back to my original thought, was some guy started complaining, oh, the prices are $5 lower than Amazon. I'm out. Okay, if that's the way you feel, why type it? You're a freaking moron. You are. You're a moron. What did that prove? If you don't like the prices, don't shop there. And you didn't even listen to the video because I said, okay, I establish a base price. If you want to make an offer on something, make an offer on something. But you got to start somewhere. You got to put a base price. Doesn't mean I'll accept it. Doesn't mean I won't accept it. If you want to combine things, that's okay. I'm here to help. Within reason. I mean, how is that so stupid? And I sit there and I, not that I let it aggravate me, it's just I'm amazed. I'm amazed at the lack of intelligence out there. Okay? No, your other streamers won't say that because they want your money. Okay? I don't care. you know, I don't care. Okay? I try to help people and try to recover some of the stuff back. Sure do. But in the end, I will always work my ass off at my day job, at my side jobs, or any other things that I have to take care of my family. Plain and simple. You want to watch the videos? Watch them. If you don't, I don't care. And that aggravates some people because I can say that. Because this channel doesn't matter, okay? It's not the end all be all. There were people that contradicted their beliefs, okay, and thought they can get away with it because they had a decent sized channel. It was a true story. This was told to me by a publisher, and the guy sold himself out, okay, sold himself out. And got behind some designer that sent some stupid ass things. Okay, people are stupid, you know, and will say stupid things. Listen, I don't expect people to agree with me all the time either. But you know, sometimes you got to be sensitive to a lot of people. Thought he couldn't be touched because of the size of his channel. And it was a bigger channel. Well, guess what? The backlash was horrible. Okay. And he backpedaled on all that stuff. But he told the guy, he goes, I could say whatever I want because my channel's big enough it can't be touched. Well, it can. If you're going to say stupid things, it can be. And this was his lifeblood. So now he's sold out to things that he doesn't believe in. And now he goes around telling everybody, if you go woke, you go broke. Because he had to go woke in order to fit in. I don't have to do anything. Okay? I have independent thought. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a liberal. I'm an independent because I have independent thought. That's as far as political stuff that you will ever hear from me. I just do what I feel is right to make sure all people are treated kindly. That's all you can do. But if you want to be stupid, I'll be stupid right back. Because I don't have to lose anything. I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to gain here. Popularity? What does it matter? Is kissing people's asses gonna make people watch my videos more? And do I really want to sell myself to that? Prescribe myself to that? There's enough people that do that. Let them do that. Let them be popular. Good for them. They can go to all the conventions and stuff like that. I don't care. I don't. And you could thumb it down. You could hit the like button. It don't matter to me. It doesn't hurt me. You can't upset me. You can't destroy me. So just keep doing what you're doing. The reason I'm talking about it is because it's laughable. Because I've seen so many different things happen recently and heard so many things from people. And I just sit there and I go, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, what's going on? This is crazy. It is. Try inspiring people. Try talking to people. Try being good to people. Try being a positive influence on the internet. Try saying comments to inspire and so forth and so on. Which brings me to another major point that I wanted to hit today. And we'll go back to the market thing too. And I got to tell you all the things that I got going on that for one guy, I do a lot of videos. I really do. So one of the things that has been a major contention here has been, of course, the internet. Excuse me. So that has made things tough. We've had some bad storms on Wednesday. I was going to come live on Wednesday. I couldn't. And I wanted to do a little bit of a playthrough of Cur Nervalis. Cur Nervalis. A game that people, wrote, oh, why are you so sensitive about some of the things about sodomy and things like that and things like that. I wasn't sensitive. I pointed it out because there are people that are sensitive out there and they should know about it. Because what if they pick that up and they go, oh, wow, this really bothers me. You can talk to it. It's not my thing. Child kidnapping and that. No, does it really affect the game? No, but it's in the book. Okay? They've hung people for less. Shut down people's channels for less. Does it bother me? Do I want to make a character that does any of that? No, probably not. Is it upsetting to me? No. No different than, like I said, you got murder in there. Okay, all right, whatever. You see it in the news every day. You see all the stuff in the news every day, unfortunately. I mention it because there are people that are sensitive to things. And you want them to know that things are in there. Do I think the game's bad? No. Did I want to do a live play of it this Wednesday? Sure. Am I backed up on a whole bunch of live plays? Sure am. Okay, because I put a whole bunch of stuff together to do live plays. So what I decided to do over the next couple of weeks, and I've already started 2 weeks ago, was taping some live plays. And I've got some more parts to certain things, and I'm also doing some live plays. You guys heard me, and there have been videos up about my Mordheim stuff. I finally got my rats ready. Okay. I'm working on those. And now I just got to make 2 assassins that run the war bands. So I'm going to paint one way, one the other way. So I have 3 like different armies going. War bands going. So you guys get a good feel of it. I'm going to show you how the city comes together. And then I'm going to do a taped playthrough. I am taping a bunch of playthroughs because I am taking some time off away from this. Okay, I'm going to take about, I like to say about 3 weeks. Because I've got some things that I have to handle. So you'll have the same amount of videos, but you are going to get a whole bunch of playthroughs. And then I'll come live on Sundays like I usually do. Sunday mornings we don't get storms. It's the morning. So James says, haha, the world has gone soft, man. They're built differently nowadays. They sure are. And people, will sell their souls. Okay? Sell their souls. Just not have any kind of conflict. The world is full of conflict. Consistently. But let me get back to what I was saying. So all those playthroughs that everybody's looking for, there are going to be 3 weeks, which would be close to 18 to 20 videos of just playthroughs. Okay? and that will probably be end of July. I mean, end of June into July. I want to spend some time doing some things with my wife and my mother-in-law and stuff like that. And I've got some big projects that we have to take care of around on the farm. We've got some changes coming up, so we want to make sure that they're all done. So I want to have enough videos ahead of time to do such. I'm catching up on all the stuff that was sent to me. I have Voidfall I have to do. Stone Spire Architects. Thunderworks has been just to me. Great company. Keith, just the best. I've got a couple other things that I've got to catch up on. Valerius has to be up on June 4th. I've got to tape that. Oh, and we went to one of those Amazon stores, you know, when they had those massive sales. And we got a whole bunch of mahjong, real mahjong things. It's only a couple bucks. So I might do a tape through of playing this, which would be kind of fun, I think. I don't know, maybe I'll try to do it live one Sunday. That'd be a lot of fun. But you know, I'm constantly doing stuff, and I'm by myself. I am on an island by myself. Okay, uploading, because the internet sucks, takes forever. I work from home now, so yeah, that's okay. I can do that. The AT&T hotspot is actually doing pretty good. So we're figuring things out. So I'm hoping to get things back to where you know, I don't think the channel will ever be back to where it should be. But I do have hopes and aspirations to keep it going until I'm just fed up. Which might be sooner than later, but you know, I do like doing the things that I do. And that's why I do them. I'm looking around here because I just saw a couple things that I can add to the list. I have so much stuff that is in shrink wrap, and on that market, a majority of that stuff is shrink wrapped. I'm just now being smart enough to go, you know something, I need to get things to a point where it's controlled. I have a little bit of everything in every genre, and things that mean stuff to me, and just keep it to that. Okay. As far as content, I will always find stuff to bring in, and then if I don't feel that that it should stay here forever, it'll go back out to you guys. And I think that's fair, smart, and educated. That's why this store will run continuously 52 weeks a year. And I think it works because of what I can do with it. It was a lot more successful than I thought. But I thought if I just, you know, have that list every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, it's kind of like, you know, it's like Christmas morning. You're going to see that video go up. I'll talk a little bit about some of the things, making sure that you understand what the rules are and things like that. And then go, new list, take a look. Okay? You know, just go below in the section there, you know, the description section. You have a list. I put the list in the description today. Okay, so when you see the live video, you can go down to the description in it, and it's the list from last Wednesday. And I'll give you an update every Sunday of what's going on and how many more things that we are going to add. And I have so much to add. I'm just trying to do it systematically because, again, I am one person. So not only do you work a full-time job, you got to take care of a farm. Then you got to, you got to do this, and then you got to mail things out. Then you got to tape stuff. Then you got to get one guy. Do the best I can. Either I am your taste or I'm not. And a lot of the younger kids, I don't think, relate to somebody like me. Okay? because I am capable of free thought. Okay? I'm not a lemming. Okay? I will say what I think and not care. And, I'll get a lot of snarky comments. I'll just delete them. It doesn't matter. But in the long run, and that's the thing, if you waste your time writing this real long paragraph, that's real cute, because the minute you try to be a knucklehead, I delete it. So you waste your time, not mine. Okay, I mean, if that empowers you and makes you feel good, God bless you. Gary, how are you? Good morning to you. So, that's kind of what is going on right now. And this wasn't meant as negative, Don't take it as negative. It's very, very positive. I'm in a great place. I am very happy doing what I do. And I want to make sure I fulfill the things that I need to fulfill. And that's what's, making me feel good, is I've come up with some really good plans to give myself more time. This store, instead of taking 2 weeks to try to get the auction squared away, now we have a store that's more fair to everybody, because you can buy things individually or team things up and make an offer. Okay. We have a ton of stuff. We have a whole storage center that we are going to be selling, plain and simple. Okay, bit by bit. So the store, I mean, it would take me 2 years to unload everything in there. And there are just tons of things that I have that I will never get to. So why don't you get it to somebody that will do something with it? So some of the playthroughs that people wanted to see that are coming up. D100 Space, Star Drifter was one that you're going to be seeing. Mordheim, I'm going to tape that. Shadows of Brimstone, okay. Swamps of Death, I promised that I was going to get done. I'm going to be doing some Too Many Bones. What was the other thing? Oh, something? Awakening Realms really kills me, all right? So I wrote them about... I wrote them and asked them, hey, not for anything, you got the new Tainted Grail. Is there any way I can get a review copy on it? And they go, well, let's consider it. I go, okay, that's fair. That's fair. And then they go, yeah. Okay. And I said, they said, yeah, we'll get it out to you. That was 2 months ago. Okay. And this is the second time they do that. Just say you don't want to do business, instead of saying, yeah, we'll get it out to you. Because then I hold back and not get it, and then it sells out at Miniature Market where I could buy it. And I try to save myself money too. Money's tight here too, just like everybody else. So, what do I do with this money? I always, now what I'm doing is I'm trying to finance bringing things in, so we can do things. I write people to try to get stuff to take a look at. A lot of people have been very, very nice. Okay. Matter of fact, you're going to see some really interesting videos this week, which I'm absolutely blown away by some stuff. But I also try to get a variety of things. I'm trying to mix things up. I'm trying to find my... not find my niche. I'm just trying to find my way back to what the channel was. And like I said, the last 4 years you can basically erase. You really could. Powering through things the way I did. I mean, you could see I look a lot healthier than I have. Go back to a video in the end of September. when I didn't think I was going to survive. Okay? I have fought back. Fought back. It has been a long road. Okay? I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. Next time, I think I used up, 7 of my 9 lives. Okay? Got a couple more. Got one to waste. We'll figure out where we'll do that. But, the last one, let's try to hold on for a while. Okay? We've been through enough. So, and, I owe some videos to some people. So I want to get those out. And, like I said, about 25 videos. And I'm going to take that time off. And then when I come back, by then it'll be around mid-July. So a lot of the newer stuff will be here. So I'll have a stockpile of stuff to do from there. The only things that I'll do is Sunday mornings. And then the live video during those 3 weeks that I'm going to be kind of taking a break. Because you work on this quite a bit, And I don't even call it work, to be honest with you. But you're constantly doing stuff, so I want to make sure I take a certain amount of time. But Sunday mornings, I will make sure that I take care of the stuff I need to for a miniature market. Miniature market has a massive backroom sale this week. Matter of fact, I'm going to be filming that as soon as I get off here. It is going to be over 4 days. They are going to add stuff every single day. Who's that? Glowing Turtle. Oh, Glowing Turtle. How are you? Hope all is well. Thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate it. I really do. Let me catch up with the comments. Gary Clark said hello. Glowing Turtle said hello. Gary says Blackstone Fortress. See, the more you ask, the more I won't do it. Glowing Turtle. Oh wow, the Star Drifter was one, because I wanted to do that for a while for you, and I was so sick and everything when that came out. I tried to get a video up for you, try to promote it as best as I could, and I thought I did all right, but I always feel I could do better, and yeah. I started working on the game that I'm presenting to an individual that is going to, we are going to hopefully Kickstarter by the end of the year, I think. The name of it is, I came up with a really basic name for it. I just wanted to call it Out. And it's a story, and it's a different twist on things a bit, and it is I don't want to ruin it. It's a dungeon crawler, but there's a very unique twist to it. And I've thought a couple of things. Your support has been invaluable. Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. I always feel I could do a better job for people. It's very hard when you commit to doing things for people, and then all of a sudden, because I'm only on one platform, there's a lot of people that are on like several different platforms, and they can get the thing out for their videos, and you'll get 3,000-4,000 people to watch their videos, or they pay for the views. Okay. Just to keep certain designers happy, they'll pay a couple bucks for the view. So if some, and this is how it works. So I'm gonna pull back the curtain. It's kind of like showing a magic trick. So I know a couple people that do videos. Okay, and what they do is they negotiate a price. Okay, and say they charge $200 to do a video. Okay, they will do the video. Okay, and they get paid for it, right? They get paid usually up front. They take $100 of that dollars, okay, and they'll keep 100 for themselves, and then they take 100 and they go to these sites where they buy views. It's not necessarily buy views. It's a thing. It's not cheating really, or doing something against YouTube's things. What they're doing is they're paying for exposure. So they will pay money to get these companies to send it out to a whole bunch of people, so people will watch it, and they guarantee that they'll get so many views, and for all the views that they get, they have to pay a certain amount up to what they put in the money. So they say, I will pay for views up to $100, and it may be 1 cent a view or something like that, or however it is. I forgot how the equation works, but what it does is it bumps it up. So now all of a sudden you have 2,000 people looking at that. So now that company sees, hey, this guy made a video and I got 10,000 views, because views are more important than subscriptions. So now they're saying, well, we reached 2,000 people. You know, if we get 1% of that to buy our game, we paid for, what we did, what we paid this guy, or 2% or whatever, however you work for it. So it becomes this false thing, and you'll see it because it makes no sense. You'll have a channel that has maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people subscribed, but all of a sudden they're getting, 2,000 people watching that particular video, because what they're doing is what they negotiate. They're taking part in making sure and securing that people watch that video. And it makes sense. It really does, because what you want to do is keep impressing all these companies. And if you say, if you can guarantee a certain amount of viewership, then what you're going to be able to do is in the future, you're going to be able to build that business and be able to, consistently, because they do have, which is fair, budgets, okay, that they, hey, Just,
yeah,
you're here. What's the name of that thing where you could pay for views? Well, if you make a video to advertise stuff,
yeah,
and
it's Google Ads.
Google Ads, okay, that is a big thing, okay. So that's what a lot of these people are doing, is using Google Ads to get that out there, to get more views, because then it impresses the company and they're more willing to send you more stuff, okay, and pay for more stuff. So again, if you get $500 and then you take 250 of that and put it into Google Ads, you're going to get the visit, and then maybe you can even demand more money. Hey, listen, I got you 3,000 or 4,000 views. They may not be gamers though. That's the thing. So that's where it becomes a little fuzzy, And these companies do have budgeting, they can, they budget for advertisement. You have to. I want to be on the BGG page. Okay, so we want to pay this, or we want to pay these guys for that, or we want to pay, the Dice Tower to promote our Kickstarter, so forth and so on, and things like that. Now, I know for a fact that Tom doesn't do that kind of stuff, because he has a big enough audience. You want to be on the Dice Tower, you just, that's advertisement into itself, okay? It's some of these middle of the ground guys that do this. I don't do that. And I always feel bad when, like I did Age of, an Age Contrived, okay? Wasn't necessarily for my type of crowd. And, I got a couple hundred views on it. And I feel bad because, they did send me the game. Absolutely. I loved the game because it was just something so different. But you want to do right by these companies so they'll consider you in the future. And then if I don't get the views, I'm not going to use Google Ads. Okay? And I don't charge anybody. Okay? some people say, oh, payment is if you get a free game, you're of course going to be nice. No, I've been pretty critical about things that people have sent me, because I can pay for my own stuff in the long run. But it makes it easier if you ask and say, hey, can you send me a review copy? 9 out of 10 times, I never hear back. I never hear back. But, I'll get that one company. I'll take a look at it. I go, wow, that's really... For instance, this company here sent me this game here. Okay? They're going to Kickstarter. Okay? This is a card game. I was very interested in it. And it is kind of a 4X type of thing. I'll explain it to you when you'll see the video. I think it needs some work. I'm going to say that. They sent it to me. They want my help. I don't mind helping. But I also have to be honest. I'm kind of on the fence on it. Am I going to play it a few more times? Yeah. I got sent this. I was on the fence with it. Okay? I've got to play it a few more times. I really do. Okay? I messed around with it and I go, wow, combat is really kind of making me scratch my head. Nice guy. Other people praised him to the high heavens. Okay? Some of the other dungeon channels. I'm not a dungeon channel. I'm not a role-playing channel. I'm not afraid to say, I'm not too sure. Okay? Oh, what's this now? Hold on here. I've got to... And we owe you a Godzilla, too. Glowing turtle. Let's get it up here. Okay, hold on here. I got to get the magic cup. Hold on. We want to make sure. And I'm going to go on about this, but I want to make sure I take care of my boy, Glowing Turtle. All right, let's see if he gets the music today. And we're going to talk a little bit about what he's got going on. Dude! Got the music. That's because of who he is. The Big G always respected him. Your support has been invaluable. I am almost done. I am almost done with my fantasy version of Drifter. Oh, you got to be shitting me. You did a fantasy version of it? I will be sure to send you a copy when completed, if that's okay, bro. I'm jacked. Now I'm jacked. A fantasy version of Drifter. That's ridiculous. Oh, man. All right. See, I got to check that out. So, getting back to it, that's how things work. And I don't prescribe to that because, number one, I don't have time for it. Number two, I don't charge. I pray that people will watch the videos, and I do. I pray that you guys watch this stuff, and then when you don't, I'm kind of, I feel bad for them. Okay, I don't feel bad for me. I feel bad for the companies because I want to help. Okay. Do I love everything? No, and this is why 9 out of 10 times people don't want to go near this channel, and I don't blame them. Okay, because. I have to be honest, and it's not this whole thing. Well, I have, I had some little itty bitty channel. Okay, so I don't know if I talked about this, but I will. So I have this small channel. Okay, and these guys were at the Dice Tower last year. I think I talked about this, but I'm just gonna refresh everybody because this still gets under my nerves. Okay, and they started talking to me about the morale. I started saying it's okay for people to get paid. I really think it's okay for people to get paid. Okay? I don't prescribe to it. I don't ask for it because I don't feel that I have the quality to give you the background, the set. But, again, you look like at Ant Labs. Beautiful place that they can tape and do stuff. You look at a lot of these other channels, Crackle Open, all of them. Beautiful production. Well done. kudos to them. They are the future of this, okay? I'm a guy from, I still think it's 2013. You know, the infancy of YouTube, okay? You know, I just kind of put things out there, okay? But that's who I am. I'm not going to change that. I've got too many things going in my life. But I love to do this. It's just I can't be great at it. And I apologize for that. I do. I really do. Why is that thing flashing? And I should do better. I owe it to you. But I do try to do my best and make up for production with who I am. Okay? I try to bring you more of who I am and as a person, you know, flaws and all, hot-tempered, you know, not taking any bullshit at all and not hiding it, not always being popular in what I say, okay? And give you that to chew on instead of overproduced stuff, okay? But you deserve overproduced stuff, okay? People have the technology to do that. And I think it's a good thing. And I think people should be rewarded for it. I think Quackalope should be paid. I think Atlam should be paid. I think, you know, Watch It Played should be paid. They do some amazing things. They really do. They help sell games. They really do. Okay? And because I said that, the guy goes, no, people should never be paid because it ruins their integrity. And I went, okay, that's all right. But then on the very bottom, we here at our channel, so basically you're trying to tell everybody that you have a channel on my channel. You're trying to advertise on my channel. Would you do that to Rodney? Would you do that to the Dice Tower? Would you do that to Rado? Would you do that to Ant Labs? Would you do it to Quackalope? No, because nobody would pay attention to you. So I went to their channel, and it was some Mickey Mouse channel, and they get like 5-10 people that watch a video after a month. And I turned to them and I said, the only reason you don't want to get paid, you don't feel you should get paid, is because nobody watches. Nobody watches. I was brutally honest, brutally. And they got all up in an uproar thinking that they were going to engage back and forth with me and maybe inspire some people to go watch them do horrible videos because they just suck at it. They got the personality of a rock. Okay? Again, my opinion. And, you know, they're talking about this morality about people getting paid. But what about, you know, what about the class and dignity about not advertising your channel on somebody else's channel just to try to get people to watch you? I would never go on and watch it played. And I'm a friend of Rodney's. I've known Rodney for a lot of years. And I never go on there, hey, it's Rob's Tabletop World. What's up? I'll watch his stuff, not comment. Because I don't want to take away from their message. Okay? It's distracting. You know? I think the most I've did is Snickerdrips, who's been just doing fantastic stuff. Okay, nice kid, Tom. He had an 8th anniversary show. I went on there and I said, hey, congratulations. You are just so good. You're great. All right? Nothing about my channel. I said, I think the most I ever said was, you know, what you do is just special. I can never do it that way. You deserve everything that you've done. That's it. Jens, my boy. All right, I gotta reach in here. There is a coin in here that I'm going to send somebody a Kickstarter if we pull out the coin with the marking on it. And no, that's not the one. But Jen, maybe you can get a Godzilla nevertheless. Thank you for the donation. They really do help, my brother. Come on, give it to him. Damn, G. Damn. All right, he's a little moody today. So you want to know something? I think the most important thing that you can ever do is just be honest with yourself. If you can look yourself in the mirror and do this and feel comfortable with what you do, then God bless you. God bless you for that. Okay? And that's the important thing. Be comfortable with yourself. Back up what you say and not care what people say about it. Okay? For a new channel, I think that's the most important thing. If you want to try to be like everybody else, okay, go ahead. But is that who you are? If you don't put, what makes you different? Okay? What makes you different? Don't try to check every boxes, because if you don't check every box as a person, then what are you doing? What are you doing? You just want people to watch. We all do. You want people to subscribe. We all do. But if they like you for who you are, they will come. If you build it, they will come. You know, that whole thing. And, you know, it took me a lot of years to learn a lot of things. You know, I would get, you know, I would take a lot of things personally. Oh, look who's up. How you feeling? Better?
My swelling's gone down immensely, but I'm still very itchy.
You're still very itchy.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I'll live.
Oh, you'll live?
Yeah.
Well, that's important.
Thanks for asking.
Hey, it's what I do.
Love ya.
Love you too. I got the best daughter-in-law in the world. Best daughter-in-law anybody can ever ask for. Girl is a saint. Honesty is the best policy. Yeah. And you know, sometimes you have to learn to hold your tongue, and I think there are times that I don't do that. I say too much of what I think. Not popular, but I'm okay with that. You know, how many people interrupt their streams for just regular life? You know, my silly dog, you know, my daughter-in-law, my grandkids, and stuff like that, because that's what happens in life. People get in the way. It's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. Do I put out all the playthroughs that I hope I could? No, I don't. Do I make all the videos I want to? No, I don't. Have I promised things and just not come through with them? Absolutely, I have. Okay? I'm a human being. Things get in the way. Life gets in the way. Sickness gets in the way. That's part of life. If you have been here from the beginning, which I doubt there's anybody that has been, okay, you will learn that you have seen things evolve. Nothing stays the same, okay? If you don't change, you die. It's as simple as that. But life changes, things get in the way, nothing stays the same, and you try to roll with it, and you try to adapt to it. Some people can, some people can't. Some people like to listen to me just run my mouth, you know, and sit there with a cup of coffee and go, well, let's see what he does today to put his foot in it. Do I have time to be on several different media platforms, Twitch and all that? No, I don't. I stick to this one little YouTube thing, and I pray it's enough to keep me inspired and going. You know, I'll throw up some pictures on an Instagram. You know, I've been doing a lot of shorts about the farm because I've been kind of trying to show you all the facets of my life, and I hope that, you know, you guys enjoy that stuff. You know, watching the cows grow, watching what we're doing with the chickens. You know, we got the most eggs that we ever got in one day yesterday because we rebuilt everything. You know, the goats that are coming in, the bees that are going up. We're doing so many different things. The vegetable gardens, you know, making sure that my mother-in-law is okay, making sure my daughter down on the hill, you know, is doing well. You know, there are a lot of different things that go into my life, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Is this a big part of it? Yes, but it's not the only thing. And as much as I want to do certain things, sometimes I just can't, and I have to come to a realization of that to some degree. I have to find balance. I'm still learning. I'm dealing with, coming back from nearly dying. Gotta run. Have a great day, everyone. Take it easy, Glowing Turtle. I can't wait for that thing, bro. I can't wait for it. All right, fantasy, unbelievable. But you try to give so much, and I come up short sometimes. I'm gonna admit that to you, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm not gonna quit on you. I want to make sure that I do the best. My son and I we have a bench out front, concrete bench, and it overlooks the front pasture. And we were sitting there, and he's turning to me. He goes, "Man, I'm really tired." I go, "You should be." I go, because he's got a lot of the work ethic from me. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. That's maddening after a while, but you do it for your family. And I said, something, when I was really sick and I couldn't do anything, you picked up the ball and you ran with it. You kept this farm going. I was really in bad shape. We didn't think I was going to make it. Then, thank God we paid all that money for that treatment, those treatments, which got us through. And I want to thank you guys for helping and chipping in to help knock that down a little bit. And he picked up the ball and ran, which means he's got 2 small children, had to take care of a farm, work, help a wife who has cystic fibrosis, and trying to make sure everything was going okay with me and stuff like that. Help his mom, all right, care for all the animals. It's a lot. It's a lot for a young man. But he rose. And I told him, I couldn't be prouder of you. All right? How'd you do it? Okay? He goes, it had to be done. There was no other way. Plain and simple. Rise. Rise above. Be bigger than the situation, and you'll always win. You put the work in, you will always win. You may have some setbacks, but that means you just work harder. And you will win. Person that says, I don't think I can, well, guess what? You're probably right. Because you believe it. Because you believe it in your heart. Rise. Rise above. Be bigger than the situation. You'll always win. This? Hey. It keeps punching me back in the face. This channel keeps punching me back in the face, and it's a cold reality. But I continue to rise and fight and try to bring the best I can to so many, or a few. But I believe in what I do. Have a lot of people passed me by? Sure. But you want to know something? I'm okay with it. Because I've been doing a lot of other things too. I'm proud of everything I do. Master of nothing. Master of nothing. But I am somebody that I'm when I can sit on that concrete bench and look out over my land and go, wow. This, especially when the sun's going down, it's such a beautiful thing. And you see all those beautiful animals so happy. I've done a great thing. When I go to the gym and I'm almost back to my full strength, I feel great. When I'm playing racquetball, and I'm somebody that's so good at athletics, and this not being cocky, that I get bored and I stop playing certain things or doing certain things. I started playing racquetball. I am not good at it, and I love it. I love the fact I'm not good at it yet, because now I have something to master. I love being good at things, working hard to be good at things. It inspires me. It builds that drive in me. It's taught me so many things through my life. To strive, to fight, to overcome. And I can list tons of things. And some things I probably forgot. But that's what makes a person a person. If you want something bad enough, you go out and you fight for it. And you don't stop till you get it. To put it in board game terms, hey, there's that $500 Kickstarter. Well, I make $3 a week. Damn, I'll never get it. No, you'll find a way. You'll save and save and save until you accomplish your goal. If you want something bad enough, you will find a way to do it. I'll take an extra shift. I'll take I'll walk along the roadside and pick up cans and bring them down to the recycle center and see what I can raise up. You find a way. How bad do you want something in life? I want to be successful. Well, then go out and get your worth. How bad you want it? And this kid's putting himself through school too. I forgot that. That's a lot. Bojan, I'm not from the beginning, but from the video where you went to Gen Con. Wow, that was a long time ago. And had a rant about how you almost broke your back from the stuff you brought in. It was years back. Oh, God, yeah. Jesus. Every day. So, Gen Cons were always a lot of work for me. And I would go there and I go, what does everybody want to see? And I would go and buy things. So, before the hall opened up, I go around and talk to people. I go, that looks interesting, tell me about it. Okay, I think this would be good for the channel. Here you go. $100 or whatever it is. Get it in the bag, boom. Go to the next booth. And I'd have two big bags. I go, okay, I'm not going to bring this up to the room. I'd run right to UPS. Box it up, pay for it. It's on its way to the house. Okay? This is on a Thursday. Go back into the thing, walk around, get another 2 big bags, run all 2 blocks down to the UPS. They box it up. Oh, you again. Yeah. Here's the credit card. Send it home. All right. Then, go back, try to, get some film and stuff like that, so forth and so on. Maybe every once in a while somebody go, hey, you're that guy from that channel. We want you to take a look at our game. Okay. Take a look at it. Here you go. Okay, great. Thank you. Or okay, I'll pay for the extras. Just give me the base game. I try to be fair. Because I always felt bad at Gen Con because, especially nowadays, with there being so many channels, again, I don't know how many times people have used the word meeple in a channel, but I think it's almost used up. Okay? There are more meeple channels that you can ever imagine. Okay? Or, board. How many times can you use the word board? Well, just type in board on YouTube and you'll find 5,000 board gaming channels. So now, I believe at Gen Con, what happens is all these channels going around, well, it doesn't matter whether you got 100 viewers or, 50,000 viewers. There's always somebody coming up to these poor people's booth and going, I have a channel and I like to talk about a business arrangement, this, that, and the other. And they actually have to bring a person in a lot of the bigger channels just to talk to influencers. Okay. Because there are so many. Okay. And I just don't think that's fair to them. To get a booth at Gen Con costs anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. Okay. Which is ridiculous. Okay. So how much product do you have to sell to make that money back? Okay? And then you got most of the people that are there are now influencers asking for free games or asking for opportunities, which is fine. And, I always feel it's not fair to them. Okay? Because they put this great expense out to advertise their game to hopefully get more business. Okay? It doesn't always work. So I always felt that the best thing I could ever do is give a person money for the game and then bring it back to the channel and basically talk to them about it. And maybe if me buying that one game gets 5 to 10 people to buy their game, well, then I've done them a great service. Because I always look at are we having internet problems? Hold on, we're gonna have a little skippity doodah there. Okay, I'm sorry about that. We had again, this stupid internet acts up every once in a while. But if I can do it where I always believe in the philosophy, okay, if you gave me a game, I need to sell at least 10 to make up for that, okay? So it's kind of like buy 10, get one free type of thing. They're going to make money, at least double their money by doing that. Or if I make a video, out of 100, if 200 people watch the thing and 10 people buy that game or interested in that game, then I've done my job, okay? If I can do more, that's great. I've done some great things. I've done some okay things. But, is it worth the time? Is it worth all that stuff for them? That's what it comes down to. So I've always went to these things and tried to purchase stuff and talk about it. And I would bring home these almost like a pallet full of games. Okay? And then you got to try to make videos of all those games. And I don't have pressure to do it because I paid for them. But you would try to do it, and oh my God, it was so much work. From August all the way to October, you were busy trying to cover all this stuff. And you want to pull your hair out. Jens, just checked when I started to subscribe to your channel. March 13th, 2016. Wow. Yeah, I've been around for a couple of years. Was with the Dice Tower and all that other stuff, and I've walked a long road. And yeah, I kind of feel I'm almost at the end of the road, but there's something that just keeps driving me. So very quickly, because I need to film, of course, today. I wanted to, again, just make sure that we understand what's going on with the market. In the comment section here, or whatever, the description center, there is a list of the 33 games from last Wednesday. This Wednesday, a new list. So anything that doesn't sell from this week, there will be more stuff added to it. And we're going to try to get this list up to about 100, 150 games at a time. And then when things sell, we just replace those things. But I'm trying to build it bigger and bigger each and every week until I can get there. Right, the first week we started with 33. We sold a bunch, so I got to replace those and then add more. So I've been doing that, working on that. You'll see a video on Wednesday. If you want anything that's in the list right now, if I didn't check off what was sold and what wasn't, but there are a lot of great war games and stuff like that. And again, it's best offer. I put up a price, best offer, or just pay the price. I may reject it. I may say, yeah, okay, that's good. But the most important thing is if you are going to ask for something, make sure you put your address in there so I can give you a total. So you can just, PayPal it over and I can get it out the next day or the same day. I try to get them out the same day, believe it or not. And also make sure that you email me at novaprime860@hotmail.com. And the store will be open. It'll be refreshed once a week. So you'll see what was left over from last week. And then also keep an eye on those things if they don't sell for, a month or two. Maybe I'll drop the price $5. Who knows? But, once they're gone. And that's it. So I think that covers everything. I think you guys understand everything that I've had to say. We've, like I said, probably mid-June to the first, past the first week of to mid-July maybe, you'll be seeing just playthrough videos for a while, because I'm going to take a little time for once. You know, all the years I've done this, even when I was sick, I just kept on trying to make videos. Okay? And I am actually going to take a little bit of time, take a little bit of breather, try to recalibrate. But all the playthroughs that I promised, I am taping right now to make sure that you guys have a whole bunch of stuff during that time. And like I said, I'll be on once a week to refresh the store and talk about Miniature Market and just kind of let you know what I'm doing. You know? So we'll come live and we'll take care of that. All right. I think I've said it all. I don't think I could say much more than that. I want to thank everybody for staying here and watching this ridiculous live stream. I love you all. We've got plenty of things coming up. I'm just looking at these rats. I've just got to paint my assassins, and then I got to tape that. I can't wait to do that. And then I got War Master. I've got so many things that I had promised. I had written down a list of all the things that I had promised to do that you'll be seeing over the next few weeks. To the second week to third week of June, you'll be seeing continuously. So everybody have a great day. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon. Thank you for the donations. I think I hit everybody. I hit Jen's. I hit Glowing Turtle. Okay, great. We did it all. All right. It's Sunday. Got a lot to do. We'll see you soon, everybody.